Welcome back to part 2 of the FCX18 K10 build-off. We did appearance mods in the first episode. Now we're going to jump in and do the performance. If you didn't see part 1 of this build series, I'll put a link in the description down below. But to recap, Rob from Do You RC and Wayne from Crawlstock RC challenged us to a build-off with the FCX18 K10. Those guys kicked my butt in part 1 with the aesthetics, so I've got some ground to cover in this one. So I'm going to kick this off with some baseline runs. We're going to do some performance tests, weight distribution, setup table, indoor crawler course. Then I'll go over the mods that we're going to do. We'll install them and then do that all over again to see the gains that we made. I'm pumped for this video. I'm ready for some redemption. So let's jump in, do some baseline runs, and then get after the mods. All right, let's start this off with the 4 corner scales, weight distribution. So we're 48% front, 52% rear. We got to fix that. Our weight bias is off too. We're 52% right, 48% left. I do have a toolbox here with some tools in it that could have shifted around. Total weight on this thing, she's a heavy girl, right about 910 grams. Let's start the performance test with the RTI, Ramp Travel Index. We'll see the flex first. Coming off right there. I'd say 15 on the RTI. Now let's do the side hill. 35, 40, 41 on the side hill. So guys, if you remember from my initial K10 test, I couldn't do the vertical, and I think that's going to be the case here. This truck is too long to fit on my setup table. I can give it a shot here. I might have to cheat and use the motor and the drag brake here. Let's see. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, man, it's so long. Nah, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to pass on the vertical, unfortunately. On the course, here we go. Boy, even though we didn't do a whole lot to this thing from a visual perspective, certainly not compared to Rob and Wayne, I adore the look of this truck. The green on this thing with the tires and wheels, it came together so nice. There's beauty and simplicity, and that was the approach that I went here. Maybe a tad bit of laziness as well, but nonetheless, I love how this thing looks. I have left the toolbox in here, which could impact performance, but we'll see. I was trying to be fair here. That might come out. By the long wheelbase of this truck, make it challenging on the indoor course here. Also gives it an advantage when climbing. Look at that. Gonna have to do a multi-point turn here. Oh no! I spilled all my tools. We'll clean that up later. Alright, coming into mini Moab. Oh, I gotta get that stick. I'm understeering hard. I think it. Ooh. Oh, it's gonna do it. I kind of made my own line there, but we made it. But the descent into the hot tub. These FMS electronics doing a great job. I got the tunable drag brake. I'm going to be stuck here though because I've got no approach or departure angle. But some side hill. That tall square body. It's tricky. I see it starting to lift already. There it goes. And Hell's Gate. Look at that lime green color. My gosh, I'm in love with this thing. It's great at climbing vertical, that's for sure. Okay, cool. That was a good baseline run. It actually did better than I was expecting. I'm going to be brave and try the hot tub one more time. Oh, we might be doomed. Don't want to push it too hard. There we go. Once we get situated, it gets out of there pretty good. Go through Articulation Alley, then we'll head up the canyon and we'll wrap up this initial baseline. Oh, let me get lined up here. Nice. Alright guys, so we didn't do half bad for a baseline run on the indoor course. It did better than I was expecting. I think we've got some room to improve, specifically on the weight distribution of this thing. The side hill suffered for sure. So I think we can make some gains here. So why don't we jump in and take a look at the mods that we're going to do. I've got a bunch of different options and some variations. So I'm going to run through them with you guys. Then I'll make a decision, throw them on, and then we'll revisit this thing when it's all done. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's start from my right to left here. So first off with shocks. Got some new shock options here. Now this thing comes with nice oil-filled coilover shocks from the factory, but we do have some upgrade options here from Next Racing. We have two different styles to choose from here. So I've got a blue coilover oil-filled shock here. These are 45 millimeters, nice anodized bodies, a couple different spring options here for each one. We've also got what I really like from Next Racing is these functional piggyback reservoirs. So again, these are 45 millimeters. So we aren't going to gain a lot of articulation and a lot of range with these things, but this is really cool because it gives you the coilover adjustment, multiple spring rates, and also this functional reservoir here where you can dial in your damping just like a real piggyback reservoir shock. So I think I like these for a number of different reasons. I like the color. The black is going to go with the build, and I want to use that reservoir. Even though the difference when you start dialing with that thing is pretty minimal, it looks really cool and it's fun to have. So I think we're going to do these shocks. Axles, let's check out our axle choices. We got two different choices for axles here. I had initially had this straight axle conversion kit from ES Racing that I was looking at doing to give this a nice scale look. You would drop the portals down, give it a more scale appearance. You can do so with this nice conversion kit from ES Racing. But then I got my hands on the isokinetic axles from ES Racing for the FCX platform. Now these are also straight axles, which I'm a little concerned about because I need that ride height to clear these big tires. So this is going to be interesting to see how this shapes up if I've got the clearance to run those tires, but I really like these axles. You know, these are super nice. Got the diamond housings, all aluminum, full metal gears, bearings all throughout. We got brass in the front. It's going to help us with that weight distribution. These are really nice. So I think I'm going to go with the isokinetics here. Get into the drivetrain a little bit. I thought about doing brushless on this. You know, it'd be very simple to do the FuriTech brushless integration kit, but I wanted to try something different and something simple. You know, I like the electronics on this truck. The ESC on this is really nice. So I think I'm going to try the Endura Pro motor for the FCX here. So this should be a direct bolt-on, really simple mod here. I'm going to give us a little bit of a boost. It's a 130, so it's actually a little bit of a smaller motor over the 180. We'll see how this performs though, but this should be a nice bolt-on add-on here. While I'm in there, I'm going to do metal gears. If I do decide to do a brushless system, I'll have metal transmission gears already installed. Figured while I'm in there doing the motor, I might as well do this swap. For wheels and tires, what I am going to do, these nice Endura wheels, these come with all brass rings. But I have some 1.3s with aluminum rings. I'm going to try to take these out and see if they'll fit on here so that I can do aluminum rings in the back, brass in the front, again to bring that weight distribution more forward. I'm going to do a servo upgrade, so that's one of the things that this thing desperately needs. Not going super high end right now. I've just got this Enduro 7 kilogram servo, able to fit that with an adapter that I scored. I think I got this from Hobby Plus. Able to swap out the kind of wonky connector that the FCXs use to a standard 3-pin connector. So we'll use this for our servo. And then finally, I got some more aesthetic mods. These aren't performance. These were supposed to be on for part 1, but I ran out of time. I got some really nice McHugh RC bumpers and some sliders. So we got a tubular front bumper. Same thing for the rear. Some nice sliders. So that's what we got for upgrades in this video. I'm going to get to work and start installing these, and then we will hit the setup table again to see the results. So right off the bat, guys, best laid plans never go as you want, right? So here we are trying to use these reservoir shocks, are not going to clear the bed. I don't think. Oh God, it's gonna be tricky. I don't think they're gonna fit. I wonder if I could frame mount them. That might be an option. But right off the bat, complications here. Might have to use the blue shocks because I don't know if the reservoir is gonna fit in the bed. I could trim it, I suppose, if I really wanted to run these. Not sure if I want to do that though. Alright, to be determined what we end up doing here. Alright, back again, guys. Check it out. I think I'm going to be able to get this to work because I can frame mount the shocks. See, there's plenty of mounting spots on the frame. It's an old FCX24 trick. That should give me plenty of clearance. Also give me the extra height to run these tall tires, I think. Alright, guys. Got the FMS axles installed, front and rear. The servo on there. Shocks are on the frame. I got the motor and transmission out. I'm going to do the motor swap and the gear swap. And then we'll start putting this thing back together. Still got to do the rings on the wheels, but we're getting there, almost to the finish line. Alright guys, here is Green Machine version 2.0. So we actually did quite a bit in this video. So let's recap what we ended up doing. First off, let's check out the axles. So the FMS Racing, the isokinetic axles here. These things are gorgeous. Great looking hardware here. Love the diamond housings on these. Straight axle setup, so it's going to drop our center of gravity down low. We've got a 52-degree possible steering angle on these. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that because of these big tires. But boy, do these axles look good. Attached to those axles, we got the Next Racing piggyback shocks. What I ended up doing with these, I frame mounted the rear to get around the interference with the bed. That lifted the truck up significantly in the back, so I got a bit of a rake here, which I'm not super pumped on. We'll see if I keep that or not. Up front, I used these stock towers because I had room in the front. Feels like I got room to clear these tires. We'll see, but I felt like it was way too tall in the front, moving these things down to the frame. I did use the preload adjustment to lift it up a little bit. I can do that to even the truck out, which I probably will. Added some McQRC, those McQRC high clearance bumpers, so this is super nice and tight against the front. Should improve our approach and departure angles. I'll go over the rear in a minute. I left it black for now. I might paint it chrome. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Should we do black bumpers or chrome bumpers on this? What's cool about this front bumper is that it is winch capable. On the McQRC eBay store in his listing, he's got instructions on how to do a Emax servo winch. So I might do that in the future too. In the rear, we got this high clearance bumper. This is nice and snug up here. This is definitely going to lift it up, give us some more clearance in the rear. There is an optional receiver if you did want to run a trailer, so you don't sacrifice that functionality. I left it off for now because that is a point of contention for me because I hang up on it, and if this is performance focused video, we don't want hang-ups. These McQRC sliders, these are super nice. Again, nice and tight against the chassis. It's going to protect our nice shiny green paint. Also let us glide over the rocks a lot better. Excellent fit and finish on these McQRC parts. Behind these, you can't really see it, but we did the Endura Pro motor, the 130 size motor, and we did the metal gears in the transmission. So we're pretty well fortified. If I wanted to go to brushless, I can. So let's get this on the setup table and see what our new numbers are. Alright guys, I'm super pumped with these numbers. Check it out. 55% front, 45% rear. Big improvement over the previous numbers of 48, 52. Totally balanced left to right distribution as well, 50-50. And we didn't gain much weight, which is really surprising. Alright, on the RTI, here we go. We were 15 last time. Oh, what's going on here? I think we lost some articulation here. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think we definitely lost some articulation. We are right around, I would say, 12 on the RTI now. Right now, let's try the side hill. So we were just about 41 prior. Let's see what it does now. I'd say 44 on the side hill. I was hoping for better, but we did make some gains. All right, guys, here we are in the indoor course with the upgraded K10. Let's see how this does. Right off the bat, that Endura motor is very touchy. I feel like I lost some of the smoothness on the bottom end with my crawling ability here. Look at that steering angle. Holy moly. Pushing through there. Some whine in the driveline from the metal gears. They're sliding over that right there. Nice departure angle. I still have pretty good control. I'm a little disappointed with that motor though. I mean, not to say that it doesn't have plenty of power, but I was hoping to be smoother. The thing wants to jump. Yeah, again, look at that departure and approach angle. Still hung up a little bit. Able to take a really aggressive line there again. Having to do multiple point turns here just due to the length of this truck, but the steering angle on those great looking axles vastly improved, and the positive feedback from that servo, so much better driving experience here. We'll head into Mini Moab now and do the escalator. Oh, it's plenty of punch from that new motor. Nice. I've got much more confidence in the truck now. If I can find, I took a different line last time, if I can recreate that. Oh yeah, nice job. I'll try the descent coming down the chute here. Whoa. I can get out. This was another place we got stuck last time because of the lack of clearance. I think it's still going to be the same. Let's try some side hill. Nope, still not able to make it. And we'll try Hell's Gate. Nice. I got a lot of confidence in this truck now, much more than before. Great job. Okay, that's just pretty good run on the indoor course. I think we made some improvements. I don't know if it translates on video. It definitely feels like a completely different truck. Much more like an actual rock crawler. I'm trying to get out of here. This was a pain point last time. Not gonna solve it. No, but anyway, it feels much more like a rock crawler than kind of a scale trail truck. I got so much more confidence in it from a driving perspective. Definitely felt much more planted. Great steering. Better clearance than I was expecting with those tires and wheels on there with the straight axles. Yeah, look at that. Much better. Very cool. All right, let's get this thing outside. I'm actually going to take this to an event this weekend. We'll get some great footage of it out on the rocks. All right, here at RC Excitement on the indoor course. We got my little man right here.
That's the big course.
Yeah, I'm going to try the big course here. We're going to do some rock crawling with the K10 build. See how it does. It's going to be hard for the small one.
I'm already at a good start. I'm not sure we're going to be able to make it. This one's here.
This thing's got some punch with that Endura motor in it. Nice. Whoa. Alright, let's keep it rolling and see how it does.
Drive up here, drive up here, drive up here. Drive up here, here. Then we have to drive on this one. Yeah. It's... Hi. I don't know where am I going? That's the one place I did it. It's funny. Oh no. Yeah, I hear rattling. It's probably in there. You know what? I heard it rattling.
Oh, nice save. That steering angle really helping me out there too. Real nasty decline here. Whoa!
You fell down that?
I kind of slid. This is where the portal axles would be really beneficial, but still doing okay. Right, I'm pretty impressed with this thing on the 10 scale course. I just wanted to do that initial gatekeeper obstacle. I didn't think I'd get this far. Whoa. Holy cow, it was gnarly. Oh, I'm super impressed with this thing. All right, ready to rock? Let's see how it does here.
I have a chain in case you need it.
Okay, if I get stuck, you can hold me
Wait,
out.
can I see what you have in there? Oh.
I crashed it at home and then dumped all the stuff out of it.
Did you find where everything went?
It's all on the indoor course, just sitting there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Look. No. Dude, I would it too. I do it. Can I move this wall over around? Down. Wait for me. Alert. Thanks. Mine actually just fell.
Alright, we dominated the indoor course. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for part 2 of the K10 build. Guys, what do you think of the new iteration of this truck? I'm really pleased with the upgrades that we did in this video. I think we've found a really nice balance of aesthetics and functionality here. We didn't make huge gains on the numbers objectively, but boy, driving this thing, it's a completely different driving experience. And I think the minimalistic approach that I took on the appearance mods really helped us in the performance category. Had a great time with this thing out at RC Excitement at their Rocktober event. This thing looked and did amazing out on the rock course. So overall, I think this was a success. Hopefully we made up some ground. I'm anxious to see what Rob and Wayne do in their videos. So make sure you're subscribed to them so you don't miss out on their videos too. I'll put the link in the description down below for all the parts that we used in this video. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.